the knowledge, but it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Okay, right to the three. I'm coming. 20.
Newton on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A well-executed 22-yard gain. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike, gun. 55, fast. Come, baby. Woo! Mike, 55. Check.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ashawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Newton. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Great.
From the 50, Newton. Pass incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Here you go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. To Funchess complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Ashawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama. A big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Set, ready! Set, ready! Hey, hey!
Y'all not ready? 55 is my guy, 55. Check the outs.
Check man!
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Set!
Watch the fly.
Hey! Hey, fast!
Check right. Watching you five. Hey, I can't go.
Mike, 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch screen. 36. Watch out.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Miami.
Ready? Right. Check, Mike, 54. Good. Here we go. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McAllister on the screen. This is Coleman. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Newton now to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Ashawn Robinson able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Gun.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Gun.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Newton being chased out left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Gun.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They snap it to Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
To throw on 3rd down. McAllister. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 26.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Here we go. 6 yards. I smell fingernail. I smell fingernail.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Ready, 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Off-play action. McAllister, and the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, the Broncos have added on to that lead, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Check right. Watching your 5. Check right. Mike, 55.
They go back to the air here after the INT. PAT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Newton now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
20. 55. Eat. Let's go one more.
Throwing again is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
McCaffrey, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Newton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Robert Kimdichie able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Mike,
operating from the gun, Newton. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Newton takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Throwing on first down. McAllister. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Check 52. Check 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Let's go now. 54 miles. Focus, defense, focus. Switch. Check 26, check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Panthers take over offense. At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
55. Check.
Newton to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Six guard. Check six guard. Check your heart rate.
One last throw here for Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.